Hi, welcome to this video, Dave, which is all about how to trade Forex like a casino. Now, I've seen plenty of people discuss this phrase in relation to Forex trading, and they make the point you've got to have an edge, and you've got to have an edge that you're confident in that's going to make you money longer term. Casinos are totally confident in their edge. They know that longer term they're going to get the majority of money of players that enter their casinos. Now, in terms of Forex trading, beginners in particular, they come in, they think they've got an edge, and they haven't at all. Okay, if you want to understand an edge in Forex trading and how to get one for yourself, which is actually very simple to do, you have to understand three groups of professionals who are waiting for beginners. They've all got an edge, it's all slightly different, or they've all got slightly a different edge, but they know that they are going to get the majority of money of traders who enter the Forex markets, and their edge is never going to change. Now, in terms of understanding an edge for yourself, you need to think of these three groups and what they do, and when you know what they do, you can get a simple edge for profit in the Forex markets. So let's go take a look at the groups and how to get an edge yourself. We're just going to go now to a storyboard and discuss in more detail. All right, let's have a look at three groups you can learn from in terms of their edge and how you can use that knowledge to perfect your own edge. Now, 15% of the volume in Forex markets is retail traders. That's a significant percentage when you consider how much the Forex markets turn over every day. Three groups are going to discuss. Know that they're going to get the majority of that money from retail traders. Now, the first group is Forex brokers, and their edge is pretty obvious. 90% of FX traders are going to lose money. So if they're market makers, every million they bring in, 900,000 goes into their bank account because they bet against the client. Now, I'm sure a lot of people watching this video know that, but what a lot of people or traders don't understand is ECN brokers. They think dealing with an ECN broker, the broker's got their best interests at heart because they only make money from the spread. So if the client lasts a long time, that's better for the ECN broker. Well, if you're trading a small account under probably 50,000 or 100,000, you're not going to get true ECN. Go and look at the ECN brokers' terms and conditions. They've all got deals with market makers so they can share the client losses. Okay, so it doesn't matter actually if you deal with a broker betting against you. If you're sensible, you can be in the minority. Yeah, the brokers don't care if a few traders make money because the majority are going to lose. Okay, so they're not going to take exception to you because you win money. They're working on the big odds. Okay, now in terms of leverage, before I talk about leverage, brokers obviously they can make a lot of money from client losses, but what they want to do is take as much money from the client on the way down as he's losing his account as possible. So they want you to trade as much as possible so you can give them the pip income as well on the spreads. So they give you good leverage or a lot of leverage. And even though some jurisdictions, brokers have been forced to reduce leverage, there's still too much leverage that most brokers offer to retail traders. And when I say too much, it basically endangers their account. Most retail traders don't realize you don't need much leverage at all to make great gains, and you mustn't use too much leverage, of course, because you've got to have longevity and not fall too far behind. But brokers, they give the leverage, and as one broker once said to me, give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Most retail traders do. They're greedy, they're in too much of a hurry. In terms of education from brokers, they do offer you how to trade like a pro. It's just normally nondescript advice, which just basically, encourages traders. They can just trade like a pro by, reading what the broker says and, be a professional Forex trader very, very quickly. Okay, brokers love promoting strategies that they know don't work, but they know are going to appeal to the retail trader, and they know that those strategies are going to give them a lot of money. Perfect example, scalping and day trading. It doesn't work. I've done numerous videos on this. Retail traders do not make money trading off a 15-minute chart or low time frames. And what amuses me when I go into my broker is the default chart they've set for me is the 1-minute chart. They know no one can make money off a 1-minute chart. Why do they do it? Get you sucked into the price action, and basically you'll trade from the gut with your emotions involved. Now, they do offer advice from their experts, in inverted commas. Never follow broker advice. If it was good and the analyst was good, he wouldn't be a broker, okay, or working for a broker. In terms of other methods they use, copy trading is very profitable for them. What they do is they get traders and they say you can follow the best traders, and they'll always put up the trader who's had a lucky streak. He's made a lot of money in a short period of time. You then go and follow him, or a lot of beginners will, thinking he knows what he's doing, and he probably made the big amount of money because he was lucky and over leveraged, and he doesn't last. Then they just put up the next one who had a lucky streak. Brokers overall, they offer a superb service today for clients, provided you take the points I've just said into account, which most beginners won't. Okay, let's move on to Forex educators. And I realize that I'm a Forex educator as well, but I don't get involved in what the majority do. So what do they do? Strategies for most of them are promoted for lot, round, turn, or CPA. Okay, and what I mean by that is mostly they've got tie-ups with brokerages, and you can actually, if you wish, go to a broker, negotiate a deal where you get part of the pip spread longer term, or you can just have a CPA, cost per acquisition, where the broker will pay you a certain amount of money as a one-off fee for introducing a client. That's going to vary between brokers, but it's easy to get $500 for a client introduced. I've seen one broker offers $1,500. I checked a big education company recently and how much in their accounts they made from brokers. Last year, 4.5 million. Okay. Now, when most educators are promoting strategies, they're normally to appeal to myths, okay, about the market, to greed, and to that it's easy to make money from the markets if you follow set rules. So, for example, it's died down a little bit in recent years, but automated trading systems were promoted heavily. They don't work. Then you've got the big thing today, which is pattern trading, which I mentioned a lot in videos. You just follow these patterns with all these twists and turns going backwards, and they're going to predict what's going to happen in the future. Any professional trader knows that they don't work, but we know that humans like patterns. They like that sort of complicated scientific idea of the markets moving to some higher order, and they spend hundreds of millions a year probably buying the strategies that don't work. You've also got to keep in mind that when Forex educators sell strategies, they tend to like to sell shorter term strategies as well, so day trading and scalping. You get very few who focus on the longer term. Day trading, scalping appeals to beginners and naive traders, and also, of course, educators can very often get a great amount of income from the trader when he goes to a brokerage, right? Now, in terms of banks, funds, and HFTs, this is the third group, the sharks of the market, so to speak. They're swimming around and they're basically looking to catch the small fish, the retail traders. And how do they do it? They love hitting stop clusters, okay? They know where retail traders are going to place their stops. in obvious levels. If they're scalpers or day traders, they'll know those levels as well. They'll just run the price up to those levels, take the stops, and then the price moves back the other way. And you see a lot of retail traders, they say, oh, my broker just took my stop. The broker's not interested in taking a stop at all, from what we discussed earlier. It was one of these banks, funds, or HFTs. I didn't say what HFTs are. They're high frequency traders. So they're automated trading programs that are lightning quick, and they can do a lot of volume, so they can push the price in the short term to those stop clusters. Okay, they make up a major part of the Forex markets today. So if you're trading short term, they'll pick off the levels that they think that scalpers and day traders use. Okay, they'll generate a lot of noise in the markets. That's why it's best to trade longer term, which I'll come to in a moment. The suck and dump technique, this has been around for years. What happens is you wait for a big news event, and let's say it's non-farm payroll, and all the big boys know that, if the non-farm payroll, let's just say as an example, is going to be more bullish than expected, retail traders are going to want to buy. So what they'll do is they'll wait. Number comes out better than expected. They'll run the price up. They'll bring the retail trader in. Okay, once they got the price up far enough, they'll dump it back, take the stops. Okay, and they do that in various ways. But it's designed to hit the retail trader. Okay, and retail traders don't know this. There are so many funds around today and systems that are just purely designed to take advantage of retail traders' naivety, inexperience, and the fact they want to trade too short term with their stops too close. Okay, now in terms of getting an edge, you know what you shouldn't do from what I've just said. Okay, what you want to do though is learn also, of course, how to get your own edge. And Ed Thorpe is one of my favourite traders, and I've done numerous videos on him actually. He was big in Vegas. He wrote the book Beat the Dealer, which showed people how to win a blackjack, okay, and beat the casino. And he took his knowledge of the casinos to become one of the most successful traders ever. And there's plenty of traders that have come from casinos, okay, and become successful traders. Another trader who played blackjack and poker and became a really famous Forex trader was Blair Hull. Now, in terms of just what you could learn simply from Ed Thorpe, I'd strongly recommend you go and watch our videos on him for more info. The 92-8 rule. Okay, what's that? Well, in blackjack, the house holds the advantage 92% of the time. The player's only going to get it 8% of the time. What that is teaching you is do not trade too much, okay? You haven't got the odds on your side. It's the same in Forex as it is in blackjack. Most of the time, the best trade is no trade. You wait for the best setups. You don't try and force money from the markets. You don't day trade. You don't scalp, okay? What you can keep in mind in the Forex markets is there's no ante, okay? What I mean by that, in blackjack, you have to play the game, okay? When it comes round to you, you have to play. You don't have to do that in the Forex market. You just sit on the sidelines and wait and decide when you want to play. That's a huge advantage. Patience is one of the biggest, for me, traits that any trader can have, to just sit and wait. Now, in terms of the bankroll, every blackjack player knows you've got to preserve the bankroll. They don't overbet, so don't over leverage. Okay, you need longevity. You do not want to fall too far behind. Think of it this way: if you fall 50% behind in the Forex markets, got to get 100% to get back to even. Also, the blackjack player thinks in the present. Yeah, what are the odds in terms of the deck right now? Think of that in Forex markets. When you trade, you think in terms of the present. You don't think of doing patterns backwards and it's going to repeat, okay? The bet and the edge. You bet when you know the edge is in your favor, and that's the only time you're going to bet. So you need to work out in Forex a method that has an edge, and that's not that difficult to do, okay? I've only sort of gone into it briefly in this video. You can look up our videos in our playlist in terms of strategies that do have an edge, but I think you can learn a lot from the three groups I've just discussed. They're telling you what not to do. Most retail traders or beginners are going to do the wrong things. You now know what is the right way to trade in broad sweep, and then you can perfect a simple strategy with a trading edge that can make you money over the longer term, and you become a successful trader and avoid the losing majority. Right, that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.